Dr. Belinda M. Stinson-Head, Ph.D., retired from AT&T Leadership and Learning, AT&T Education and Training Organization in 2000 after 28.5 years at AT&T. Now, she came out and made herself into somebody else. Now, she was really already going through transition because now she is President and CEO of AAH Learning and Consulting, specializing in leadership, executive coaching, needs assessments, gap analysis, management, business, technical training and development, and health and wellness. And she started this business with her husband, Julius Head, who is right there. We all worked at AT&T together. And now she is really focused on health, wellness, mind-body connection. She has a postgraduate, she's a part of the Postgraduate Association at Harvard Medical School. She really helps you to look, she's a hypnotherapist. Let me just say another thing about Belinda. She's into happiness. She's into being positive. So if you have some negative vibes and all that stuff, don't go near Belinda because they're gonna get squashed. Because a part of being healthy is to be happy and to be positive. See, I've been hanging out with Belinda because I have a lot of stressful things going on right now with a sister who's very ill. And just talking to Belinda will lift your spirits. And so it's all about checking out with your MD, eating raw, strength training so we can look like Andrea. And Belinda is also into eating raw. So she's been doing that for quite a while. And she always reminds me that I got her into it, and somewhere along some way I stopped. But I'm going to go back with you all, giving this great training on what we need to do. So without further ado, Belinda.
Hi there. Let me just first say that I am so excited about being here, and I'm so excited about being on the panel. And when Yvonne asked me to be here and to do this, I mean, it was like, oh my goodness, I get excited about a lot of things. I am excited about life, okay? So anyway, I want to say, as I was listening to the panelists, and I was going, oh, I love that. I do that. Oh, I do that too, and I do that. I have actually been a raw vegan almost 10 years now. And yes, Anita was the one who first introduced
Yvonne.
me.
Oh, Anita.
I mean, Yvonne. Well, I have another person, Anita, too. But Yvonne is the person who first introduced me to raw foods because she asked me to come and go to a class with her. And you know what? I was so darn busy going everywhere that AT&T wanted me to be, traveling in and out of the country, and I was eating well. And I said, now, she must be about nutty, because it was like, how am I going to do all of this? And so, later on, though, my life changed because I had a major accident at work. I was in New Jersey. I was stressed out. Sometimes when we're working in business, we can get very stressed out. And so I was in this leadership training, and we had people from all over the world, and they had just put in a new exercise. I'm going to say like gym. And so I went in and I was learning to exercise on this equipment. Well, a few minutes later, and we had a discussion. We had groups, and we had this discussion. So all of these were leaders from all over the world. And so when we got to my particular group, I said, you know what? I would just love to have the opportunity to just go down in little 5 points, put a little scarf on my head, have a candlelight, a candle, have some soft music, and just have people come in and I help them. Well, let me just tell you, you have to be careful what you put out there. Because within the next 2 hours, I had broken my tibia. I had on that exercise equipment because the weights, and it came up, hit the leg went that way. And I kept telling them, don't worry about it. I'm fine. Just get me some vinegar and and a piece of cloth, because in the old, this is an old remedy, and it will take the pain away. Well, when your leg is doing this, you can't get any vinegar and stuff and have it take your pain away. So anyway, that changed my life, because I began to recognize, Belinda, you've got to get a grip. You're all over the place, and I truly was. And I was expected to do so many things and serve so many, I'm going to say so many masters. And so I was stopped in my tracks. And then I decided, well, I'm going to do something a little different, because I've been teaching management, business, leadership, technical training, and development. I always believed in wellness. Okay, and people just say you must own a vitamin shop of some interest. All right, but that was not the case. But I decided, Belinda, you're going to change your lifestyle totally, and that's when I decided that I would go raw. And by the way, I told Yvonne about that. And then I decided I was going to expand some other things, and I too have worked with Dr. Oz and his staff. I've worked with Dr. Herbert Benson in Boston, and you know what? Being invited, and working with the men up at Dana-Farber Cancer Center, because, you know, they had cancer and all of that, and to go in and speak. So something that I decided I wanted to do is like, I'm going to be me. And something else that some of the people were saying when I was, you know, working on my doctorate, and I would tell some of the people in Leadership Atlanta with me, I would say, you know what, I don't know whether this is going to be that effective, what I'm doing. I don't know how I'm going to put it all together. My business sense and the other. And they said, Belinda, you know what, you're needed more as far as the health and wellness and the cognitive behavior therapy areas. You can help us. We can help each other. And that's what I decided to do. I decided to just start doing something totally different, but merging it all together. So one of the things that I decided to do too, I love laughing, and I want you all to laugh in just a moment. We don't do enough of that. Do you realize that laughter is so healing? You talking about pulling, you know, really making your immune system, healing your immune system. It can heal the immune system. I've talked to so many people who say, well, I don't know how to laugh. I've forgotten about how to laugh. You know, I just don't do that anymore. I'm serious. And, you know, think about the people you're in contact with. Think about yourselves. You know, how often do you really, really laugh and enjoy your life? There was a woman she asked me recently, I just had a birthday, and she said, how old are you? And I had my little antennas on up here. I dress all up, okay, I'm all cool in a weird way. So anyway, she said, how old are you? And before I knew it, guess what came out? Oh, I'm 32. You guys, I felt 32. I'm 62. Oh my God. So anyway, but I want to have you laugh because I am known as the laughing guru. So I want to have you laugh with me for a minute, and I just want you to let go. Just forget about everybody in the room and just join in with the room, okay? And laugh with me, okay? All right, so I want a deep, wonderful, filling belly laugh, all right? So, okay, all right. So give yourselves a big hand. How did that feel? Okay, I gave you. My husband passed out a handout. These are some key things, but you know, start taking some minis during the day. Cognitive behavior therapy. You know, if you say something, you know, look at why you're saying that. You know, reach out to others, show love, show forgiveness, forgive yourselves first. You know, for anything real or perceived, everything is not as it seems. So those are things that I really want you to see that. And, you know, practice love and gratitude. So look at yourselves, you know, look at what's going on within yourselves. Heal your bodies. It's not about coping. Don't just learn to cope, okay? Learn to heal. All right. So very good.
Let's give her a hand. She went all the way to Harvard. To learn what her mother had already told her.
That's exactly
and
right.
That it's important to laugh. Because Benson, she talked about Dr. Herbert Benson, and he really stresses meditation.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish you would just speak to that for a minute, because when I went to the doctor and I said I want to get off this blood pressure medicine, he said you need to meditate.
Exactly.
And he gave me Dr. Benson's book. And so you just casually mentioned Dr. Benson.
Yes.
Everybody's not familiar with his work, but if you don't mind talking about that,
Yes,
please.
I'm too happy to do that. Dr. Herbert Benson, some years ago, even with he decided to step out there and go down this road, and so he started working with the monks. And by the way, oh, all right. He started working with the monks, and they were doing some tests and all that. What he did. I think one thing that's very important. Sometimes you start doing something, and your colleagues don't exactly buy into what you're doing. Think about it. He's a cardiologist. And so here he was. He decided to step out there and do something that was very different. So he came up with the relaxation response. And the relaxation response, if you look at the handout I gave you, but it's about concentrating just for a moment, a few moments. You can do 10 minutes at a time, half an hour, whatever. But you find something to concentrate on, and then you begin to pay attention to your breathing. And I want you to do that. May I just?
Yes.
It won't take but a few minutes. I just want to show you what that looks like, to have you experience that. But then what happens is you end up feeling much more, feeling much better. And then there's such relief. It relieves stress and everything. But right now, what I want you to do is close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And let it out slowly. And just allow your body to relax. And take another really, really deep breath. And exhale slowly. And I just want you to focus on, whether it be a word or a place, just go to that very special place. And just relax. Just be still. Allow yourself to relax. You can even envision yourself being in your favorite place. Maybe with cool air just going over your face. And just relaxing. Now what I want you to do, I want you to begin to come back. I'm going to count to 3. At the sound of 3, you will open your eyes and be wide awake and feeling wonderful in every way. 1. Coming back. 2. Moving your body around. 3. Open your eyes. You're wide awake, feeling wonderful in every way. So just stretch, stretch, stretch. You know what? We owe this to ourselves. It's like this is a special gift to us, just to be able to do things like this. Like when you're feeling however you're feeling, just take a moment out for you. And say, I am important. Yvonne and I were talking the other day, and it was, we matter. Mm-hmm. Yvonne, you matter, I matter. You guys matter, we all do. So we're important enough to do things like that, to give ourselves a special gift. And then I did this one thing. May I share one other thing? Look on the back of the page that you have, and it says, take the Authentic Happiness Assessment. It's by Penn State. You can go up on the web and look it up. It will address areas in your personal life, your family, every area. Then it will also address your business life. And you can look at how happy you are at this stage in your life. You don't have to share it with anybody. I like sharing mine because I'm very happy, but you don't have to share it. So I would ask that you do this. It's on the web. All right?
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.